by talking about the biggest elephant in the room, and that is Washington changing their team, bro.
Hey,
That's a big deal. How y'all
big.
feel about it?
Like, I really wasn't expecting it. Like, it came, like, out the blue at the last minute. I was like, wow.
Talk about a power move by Nike, bro. Like,
Yeah, that was a big move.
that's a
Forget
power
about FedEx.
move. Hey, bro. FedEx and Nike, man. They was on their asses, man. They was on them, man.
It was all about the investors at the end of the day. If it wasn't for the investors, who knows what would have happened? They probably
The
would have kept
investors
the
are the
name.
owners of the company. You know that, right?
Yeah, they would have lost so much money if they didn't fall through.
I don't understand that. I don't understand how that really changed. Like, I can understand if you say the people outside, but the investors are the owner of the company. So I don't understand your reasoning behind that.
I'm saying the people that have invested in the FedEx, invested in the Nike, they're not necessarily the actual like owner of the team. They have some stock in the company, but if they didn't say anything about the name, then who knows? They probably would have still done business with Washington at the end of the day because nobody was holding them accountable.
I think people were holding them accountable. It's just due to coronavirus.
People who have like billions of dollars is what I'm talking about. Not the regular folks like us or the Native Americans who have been protesting for like 30, 40 years trying to change the name. I'm not talking about them.
I've seen that Native Americans aren't actually offended, but I don't know if that's true. But I've just seen like hearsay all over the internet about that.
It's a mix like reaction. At the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. If one person, feels offended, then, hey, that's just enough. And at the end of the day, it's a racial slur, and it's been, in existence for too long now. And I'm glad that they are about to change the name. And I'm wondering what name they should change it to. What suggestions do you guys have?
I don't have. I've been hearing the Warriors a lot.
My favorite one that I came across was the Washington Commanders. Because it still has like a Native American thing, but it's more powerful and
I like that
respectful.
one.
Yeah.
Washington Commanders, that sounds like that's dope because it's not like one of them corny like Washington Pigs or anything like that or Washington Crabs, Commanders. It's like
Washington Crabs would be cool, but that would be a Maryland thing.
But like Washington Commanders, that sounds dope because as a commander, you're like at a high-ranking position and people look up to you with respect and all that. Like, I think that's a dope-ass name, honestly. That's the first time I've heard of that, really.
Big facts.
Somebody,
you was about to say something?
I was about to say somebody suggested like Washington Red Hawks. Actually, that's not a bad name. Washington Red Tails, obviously Washington Warriors. I was talking to somebody and I was joking and I mentioned Washington Carvers. You know what I mean? Go from if you know who George Washington Carver is, but that was just me joking around and stuff.
Hey, like way back, there was a rumor that the Redskins were already changing their name to the Red Hawks. That was just rumor.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for years.
Yo, I heard the Washington Generals that be facing, the Globetrotters.
Oh yeah,
losing all the time. I heard that they would offer their name, to the Washington football team, but obviously they're gonna have to pay for it. But they're willing, to give them the name.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want them to be the Washington Generals because then, it's just like Washington Generals never win, so it would look kind of funny. It would look kind of weird if their name is Washington Generals because everybody would make the team.
That makes sense because Redskins never win either, so they've been gone for 2 years. They've been gone.
But Commanders that might be putting some good juju on the team. You feel me?
But yeah, I mess with Washington Commanders. That's probably I'm down with that name, honestly.
Like if they let us do a poll and that gets like put in the ballot, then I'm definitely going for that.
I'd rather the Warriors, man.
I like the Warriors too.
I think the Warriors, exhibit. I think it exhibit Washington more, and I think we don't have to do as much as changing their jerseys and stuff like that.
My thing is, they have the Chiefs. I mean, hey, go Commander, go Warrior. Either way, I'm fine with it. As long as it's not a racial slur, as long as it's not offending anybody, any Native Americans, I'm down with it at the end of the day.
All right.